recording as well. Okay. So in today's class, as I'm saying, we'll go for your introduction to the router. Let's see, like, what is in a router? Router is a layer 3 device. Router is a layer 3 device that connects multiple networks. So when I have a network in Hyderabad and when I have a network in Bangalore, these two networks are connected by using a device called as router. Some people pronounce it as a router. Some people pronounce it as a router. And by default, it is a layer 3 device. In the OSI reference model, router comes as a layer 3. Layer 3 is the network layer. So tomorrow we'll discuss about the IP addressing and the layers 3. Then we'll be starting doing the labs from tomorrow. So router is a layer 3 device that connects multiple networks. And actually, router connects the LAN and WAN. Router connects the LAN and WAN. So when you say like a LAN, that is your local area network. So I have a network in Hyderabad. I have one network in Bangalore. So when I'm saying like a network now, this network symbolizes that not only the PCs. Consider we have like different types of the access layer, as well as we have the distribution, and we have like different types of the core switches are also available. So without that, I am symbolizing just only some pieces here. The pieces connecting to a switch. We call it as a LAN network. So I have one LAN network which is there in Hyderabad. And again, I have one more LAN network which is there in Bangalore. So your Hyderabad and the Bangalore, if they want to connect it, I must have a device called as a router. So the Hyderabad LAN is connected to my router. So once I'm connecting, in the sense, I should have one interface or a port. The particular port on the router is called as gigabyte, or it can be fast Ethernet, or it can be Ethernet. You can have any type of interface on the router. It can be Ethernet, or it can be fast Ethernet, or it can be gigabit Ethernet. Okay. So in the same way, the Bangalore router is also connected to their LAN network. So the router, the interface of the LAN interface on the router can be Ethernet, I'm saying, can be fast Ethernet, or can be gigabit Ethernet. So your router connects the LAN. So connecting from your router to router by using the serial, it is called as WAN. It is called as WAN. So this is a LAN, this is a LAN, and this is a WAN. So what is a router now? Router is a device.
Router is a device which connects LAN and WAN.
So router is a device is connecting your LAN network as well as your WAN network. It's connecting this network, LAN and WAN as well. And what is the main functionality of the router is, you can say router does routing. Router does routing. So routing is a process of sending data to the destination by selecting best path. You have to remember these 3 lines. You need to remember, or you need to by heart it. Router does routing. So what do you mean by like in a routing? Routing is a process of sending data to destination by selecting best path.
Best.
Yes. I will tell you like what do you mean by best path and so on. Routing is a process of sending the data from the source, like in the sense you are sending the data from Hyderabad. You are sending the data from Hyderabad to Bangalore by using a routing is a process of sending the data to the destination by selecting the path. It will select the best path actually. So here there is only one path. So when there is a one path, we choose that path for forwarding. Consider I have one more network again to connect from Hyderabad to Bangalore. I can connect even from Chennai also. Means again I have one more branch. I have one more branch connecting from Chennai. This is a Bangalore, Hyderabad, Bangalore and Chennai. Now when there are 2 paths are there, my router then it will choose the which is the best. It will select which is the best.
The connect from Hyderabad to Bangalore is the best.
Either to reach from Hyderabad to Bangalore or reach from Chennai. So to select the best path, the routing protocols will select. Either you use maybe a static route, or sometimes you may use a default route, or maybe use RAIP, EIGRP, or OSPF, or BGP. Like what type of routing that you may use, it will select the best path based on the particular routing type actually. Let me take the example of all common dynamic routing protocols such as EIGRP and the OSPF. They'll select the best path based on the bandwidth. Mostly, actually the EIGRP will calculate the based on the metric values. We call it as a bandwidth, delay, load, MTU, and reliability. But when I'm going for the OSPF, it will calculate the metric is equal to 10⁸ So it will take into consideration of bandwidth, for example. Now, to reach from Hyderabad to Bangalore, on this particular path, the bandwidth is 1 Gbps. It is 1 Gbps line. To reach from Hyderabad to Chennai, this particular bandwidth is 512 Mbps. So, in the sense, you are taking a car, you want to go from Hyderabad to Bangalore. You have 2 cars are there. One is Ambassador, one is BMW. Think for example, if you are taking like an Ambassador, it is going via with a 512 kbps speed. In the networking terminologies I'm speaking, or if you take an Ambassador, you can go with the maximum of 70 kilometers per per hour actually. But if you are going with another one, you can go with 100. One is 60, one is with 100. So which you prefer? Even if you have 2 cars are there, you don't drive by using Ambassador. You take BMW, then you start going from Hyderabad to Bangalore. You select which is the best.
When
So in the same way, in the routers also will select the based on the bandwidth, how much amount of data I can carry, I can send. So when I have a router in Hyderabad, it can send the data of 1 Gbps. 1024 MB is 1 GB. So double of the first line, double of the lane from Hyderabad to Chennai, that is then the path of Hyderabad to Chennai, let's prefer the direct path. This is what you mean by selecting the best path.
Yeah, the both are same, sir.
How both are same?
Because
The
it's
five, 512
No,
MB,
no.
512 MB is
but the distance will change now.
Okay.
No, data carrying also change.
Yeah,
Here he is 5.
because if it is
512
512 MB,
MB.
it will take double time to reach the Bangalore.
So we need
If
to
it is
understand
1
this.
Gbps, it will take one time.
yes, sir.
1024 kbps is 1 MB. And 1024 MB is 1
GB.
GB.
1
1
GB.
GB as well.
Okay.
1024 GB is
1024
1 terabyte.
1
1
terabyte.
terabyte. You have like 1024 terabyte is petabyte, exabyte, yottabyte,
Yeah,
yottabyte,
yes.
but those things will not come into the bandwidth.
Routing. Yeah.
So you'll be having like a kbps lines on MBBS lines on GBBS lines from here. Okay. So routing is then a process of sending the data to the destination by selecting best path.
Yes.
Best path.
So while router is forward, so router, the main I am speaking, like we can say, router does provide security. Router does provide security, or you can say router provides security by filtering every packet on the network. So in the bracket, I'm going to keep them as ACL, access control list. You remember I was explaining you just with the word, the firewall. Firewall is a security device, specifically is used for filtering every packet that is defined by the profiles by that are defined by the admin profiles, admin security profiles. So I have a users. Say for example, we symbolizes the land like this. Means in Chennai also we have some users are here, and in the Bangalore also we have some users are there. In Hyderabad also we have some users. So the users of Bangalore can access a particular web server, a particular application server, which is there in my head office in Hyderabad. So this is an application server, and I have one database server is there, and this particular database server should be accessed only by the users of Chennai. I am saying the database server, say the DB server, should be accessed by the Chennai users, and the application server should be accessed by the Bangalore users. So now what my router should do? It should able to filter every packet
Filter
that
which
comes
permissions
from,
has to be into which
Yeah.
plan.
so what the packet that comes from the Chennai, the router should able to identify, yes, Chennai user should go to the database, whereas Bangalore user should go to the application. So my router is going to filter every packet that comes into my interfaces on the serial interface, and what the packet that goes from outside of my network also, it should able to filter them. So by filtering, the router is going to provide security.
Yes, sir.
It is not only this, even some domains, even if I want to block, we have like we have types of ACLs, so many types of ACLs we have, access control list. We have like in the extended ACL, we have a packet, we have a zone-based ACLs, we have content-based ACLs, we have a domain-based ACLs, reflexive ACL. So you type different types of the ACLs to provide security for the users in my network. So, and also, your router is going to work as a firewall service. Sometimes if you want to work them as a direct also, we do that, but specifically we don't want. So it's going to work the main thing as in a firewall, and also the router even provides security by router translates one interface to all. These are the some more deep one. What router provides security and translations. Router translates one interface to another interface for accessing internet. So this is called as NAT. Understand the services ACL and NAT. What ACL is used? Why we use ACL? It is used to filter every packet actually. Access control list. NAT stands for network address translation. It will translate. It will translates from one interface to another interface as well. So in the users in Hyderabad, say we have 100 users are there. If all the 100 users, if they want to access internet, we have a PC in your home. I want to get internet in the sense, I'm getting a one cable from the ISP. So if 100 users wants to access internet, how many cables you require?
100.
Shiva, this is your home.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, when I'm asking the question, you have to give the answer, everybody. This is our home.
Okay, sir.
Okay, this is our home. Now in our home, you have a PC. We have one wireless router. Now the wireless router, they only gave ISP, NBN gave, and NBN is connected with your internet. So there is ISP router. So ISP is giving a cable. So for your PC, you are getting internet. Wireless, you connect to wireless. Wired, maybe you also connect with a cable. So for one
Yes.
device, if you want to access internet, you're getting a one cable actually. But if you go to big companies, in IT company, anywhere in the world, you will be having more than 10, 20 or 30 users will be there. Consider we
Yes,
have
sir.
some 100 users are working in your company.
Yeah.
So how many cables you required from the ISP? You required 100? No.
From
No.
ISP, it's
Ah.
only one. Sir.
From ISP I'm speaking.
It's
From
only
ISP,
one.
It's only one.
So-
Or maybe bandwidth, it depends on the bandwidth, how many users. Maybe one connection can be used for 10 users
Hmm.
if it is wireless.
Hmm.
If it is wired, they can connect only one from the internet service provider, and they can distribute that as 100 by connecting as a switches, different
There are
switches.
switches
So
by using.
okay, what I'm saying, there is ISP. So ISP gives you an internet cable, and you are going to connect to that router.
Router. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So now your router actually to connect that, you should have the particular port. That is also
Yeah.
will use Giga 1.
Yeah.
Gigabit Ethernet are there. There is a gigabit 0 by 1, and there is a 0. So the numbering always will start from 0 on the routers.
Yes.
So gigabit 0 is connected with your switch. Gigabit 0 by 1 is connected with your ISP. So your
Yes, sir.
router is going to translate all the private IP addresses to a single public IP for accessing internet as well.
Yes, sir.
So what router is doing? Router translates one interface to another interface. It is going to translate all private IP addresses to a public IP for accessing internet as well.
Yes, sir.
And router can do that. If you don't have a router, if you don't have that particular routing functionality, no device can do that.
Yeah.
Instead of a router, maybe if you have a switch, Siva, if you
Yes,
have a switch, say for example, I don't have a router. Now from the
Yes,
ISP, you took a cable and you connect a switch. Switch cannot do routing. So switch does
Yes,
not have the
yes.
capability of translation. Switch cannot do the
Oh,
routing, and it cannot do translation. It cannot do the ACL, nothing it can do.
Yeah.
So at that time, what if you are connecting it directly from internet cable connecting to a switch, only a user at the first user who connected, he only can access internet. Then what about the
should
other
not-
user?
Then
They
it's
cannot
not
access
called
that.
an networking.
Hmm.
It's only called network.
So this is the main difference that we can say. I'll give you some. I will pause the video. We can ask the questions, no problem. Whatever the questions we will ask. So mostly when you are getting the connection from the ISP, internet service provider, will not connect to the switch. Will connect only to the,
Connect to the router.
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 and what router is doing? Router is translating one interface,
Interface.
yeah, one interface to another interface. It's translating interfaces of all the LAN which is connected on the giga 0 by 0 to giga 0 by 1 and giga 0 by 1 to giga 0 by 0. In such a way, you are accessing internet.
So what is the 0 by 0 and what is the
Hmm. So,